Now we have the great honor of saying hello to the WBA interim super welterweight champion. He won that belt just a little over a week ago in Philadelphia at the Xfinity Mobile Arena. Another fight for him. 3 of his last 4 have taken place in Philly. So Eddie and the gang have certainly held true to their word, having him fight there, Wells Fargo Center, all that and more. And he looked great. I mean, the fight just lasted 72 seconds. And so now it seems as though he's on a collision course with Vergil Ortiz and some of the other big names at 154 pounds. We are talking to the one and only Jaron Boots Ennis, and I do believe he is here right here and now. Yes, there he is. Hello, Boots. My man, how are you? Good to see you. How's everything?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm doing well. It's good to have you in studio. It's a great honor for us.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I always like about you? You always got the backpack on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your thing, right?
Yeah, it's my thing.
Why is that your thing?
Trendsetter.
Okay. What is it like? What is it about the back? You just like having it, or?
No, I got some personal things in there.
Okay.
That's about it.
Just like books and stuff?
Just personal things.
Okay. But you always have like a different cool one on.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that for?
I've been doing it for a while now. Maybe probably like 3-4 years.
Okay.
It's kind of like a fashion trend too.
Yeah. Are you sponsored by a good backpack company?
No, not yet.
Come on, man.
Not yet. Whatever I got on, I just try to, match it up, or just it's like a style thing.
How many do you have?
I got a lot. I got a lot.
Over 100?
No, I probably maybe like 4 or 5.
The annoying thing is that you have to take stuff out of each one and and then it gets left behind. Ah, shit, I left
something in the other one.
Yeah.
For sure, definitely get like that for sure.
Well, life seems to be good for you. Congratulations on the win. You're doing a bit of a media tour here.
Yes.
Life, I mean, as a 154 pounder, it's been a short run, but I can't imagine like that couldn't have gone any better, right? 72 seconds, your first quick stoppage like that in the first round in 4 or 5 years. I think 2021 was the last time. At home. Was that the dream scenario?
I mean, it went exactly how I was supposed to. I went in there, handled my business, then play with my food, and I was on to bigger and better things.
When you say play with your food, is that something that you have felt, or at least your coaches have said, hey, stop doing that? Is this something you've tried to work on to get rid of people?
No, I mean, typically, I go into the fights and I go in there, try to put on a show and have fun, but this camp, I just was like, this switch came on and I just was like he got a go move, and then once I got to the arena, and then my dad, right before we walked out, my dad don't play with him. And once he said that, my switch was already on, but now he just turned me up even more. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's that time. So I'm gonna go ahead and get him up out of here. So yeah.
Okay. Now, as far as the camp goes, as a 154 pounder, how different was it? How much did you feel better?
Camp was 10 times better.
Really?
I could eat a little more. I felt way stronger throughout the whole camp, even during fight week. You know how sometimes in fight week when you cutting weight, some fighters they'll understand what I'm saying. Like when you at 147, when I was coming up and cutting weight and stuff like that. During fight week, you get those times and points where you don't want to do anything, like your last training day or during fight week, you just don't want to do nothing. You just be on some lazy stuff. You just ready to get it over it. But me moving to 154 and this training camp that I had a phenomenal training camp. But the last week of training camp, I feel like I had a bunch of energy. I could have sparred all the way up till fight day. I just real energized and things like that. So I felt great, having a 154 camp, and I'm glad I think I did the right thing at the right time. I feel great, feel tremendous.
Considering how great you felt, was there any part of you that felt like, man, I wish I did this 2 or 3 fights ago?
I mean, I always had it in the back of my mind, but being at 147, I feel like I couldn't leave that division without conquering what I wanted, and that's at least being a unified or lineal champion, which I did become. I couldn't leave the division just being a quote unquote email champ. So now that I made my mark at 147 in the history books, basically. So yeah, I feel I think I did the right thing at the right time.
Did you know the night you beat Stanionis? Did you know that was it for you at 47? Did you make your decision already?
Basically, I don't know if I got another 147 can't in me.
How bad was it?
It wasn't bad. It just was it's stressful on the body. I've been fighting at 147 for 10 years, and before that, even in the amateurs, I was fighting at 141. So I've been in the 40s for you could say 15 years basically, and I feel like my body just needed to open up and grow a little bit more and be able to have room to like wiggle. So, and I'm glad I did it. I feel great.
Are you bothered, annoyed, upset that you couldn't become undisputed at 147?
For sure. It was a lot of playing around, going down at 47, 147. This guy fighting that guy, this guy fighting that guy. I was trying to get straight to business. I was trying, run through all the champions and then move up. That was my ultimate goal. But at the end of the day, it's in God's hands, and I'm just following the path. I feel like everything going how it's supposed to be going.
Was there any talk once you made the decision to do the Ortiz? The Ortiz fight is the one that everyone wants to see, of doing it right off the bat, or was the plan always like not a tune-up fight, if you will, but there's no doubt, Ortiz is in Lima. There's a difference there. Mm-hmm. Was there any talk of doing the Ortiz fight first, or doing a fight against someone of that caliber first, or did you always want that sort of first step and then onto the big dogs?
When I decided to make the decision to go to 154, the guy that I fought on a couple Saturdays ago, that's not the original guy we had. I think we had Boachuk. I think they said something about Madrimov, but I think Madrimov was injured, and it was a bunch of guys.
Okay, those are bigger names.
Yeah, it was big. It was bigger names, but the Lima guy was the only one that accepted it. So
interesting.
And
why did the others?
And I don't know. You had to ask, Eddie and things like that. But people will say the business part, but we reached out to those guys, and a lot of those guys turned us down. So at the end of the day, you got to fight who was in front of you, and then make a statement like how I did, and I'm glad I did it how I did it. And like I said, it's one of the bigger and better things. It's that time now. It's time to shut everybody up.
Speaking of which, when that fight was announced, I remember a lot of people saying like, "This is not the fight we want to see Boots in," or not the kind of fights that we want to see Boots in. Did that annoy you? Did you feel like you were getting the heat for it from you sit here and say like, "Hey, Boychuk and guys like that, Madrimov are turning down fights. It's not your fault. I mean, it's not your problem, but yet you're getting the heat."
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Madrimov turned him. I think Madrimov was injured. So
got it.
It was no way he was
unavailable. Yeah,
he was unavailable, and it was a couple other guys that I'm missing, but we tried to get the Ramos thing too. I don't know what happened there, but that would have been good for boxing. So I feel like people want to see me at Ramos. But I think he moved up to 160. So yeah, but I don't pay attention to those that stuff that everybody was saying, talking about some. He shouldn't have fought this guy. I mean, I fought a top 10. I moved up and waiting for a top 10 guy, and he was ranked in each sanctioning body. So it's not like I just fought like anybody that I just handpicked somebody. That's the only guy that accepted the fight. He had a good record, and he was actually a bigger guy. He fought at 60. So I mean, it's not really. Like I said, it's nothing I really could do. I could just fight whoever they put in front of me. But like I said, I'm glad I did it how I did it, and yeah, it's that time. It's time to shut them up.
Yeah, and it was a good win for Philly too, because that week, like, the Eagles lost to the Giants, the Phillies got bounced, so it was nice to see Philly get a win of some kind.
For sure.
You did it for the city.
Yeah, did it for the city.
That's just me as a New York guy sticking it to Philly.
It's cool. We see you on Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Who do you guys have? Oh, the Giants again.
Yeah,
damn.
Sunday.
I'm a Bills fan.
Oh,
I'm a fan of the only New York football team, because they play in Jersey.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Buffalo. I like to stick it to them also. But I hope you kick their ass, because I don't like Giants fans. Although I don't like you guys either, because I think we were supposed to play you in the Super Bowl last year, but then we choked. Although I think we would have got our ass whooped by you, to be frank, because you guys were on a different level.
Yeah, Eagles was locked in, last year for sure.
Who is your favorite team, by the way?
Eagles.
Number one?
Yep.
Like, no, of all the sports.
Out of basketball, football,
everything, yeah.
I just support any Philly, Philly teams. So
it's gonna
Eagles,
be tough for the Sixers this year, no?
I think they're gonna be cool.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they're gonna be cool. As long as everybody stay healthy, I think.
Well, that's a big as long as.
Yeah.
I mean, Joel looks pretty slim.
Yeah, he looked good.
Paul George.
Once Paul George come back, off his injury, I think we got a solid team, and I think we're gonna go for,
Yeah.
I like the new kid that we got too.
VJ Edgecombe, yeah.
He remind me of like Anthony Edwards, or like Jimmy Butler. Yeah, so yeah.
You're friends with Maxie, right?
Yeah, that's my guy.
I hate Maxie. I'm a Knicks fan.
Oh, you don't like Maxie? That's my guy.
I hate this guy when he played us in the playoffs 2 years ago, and he shot those threes. God,
Maxie,
he's so good. He's so fast.
Maxie a monster, and I feel like he's gonna keep getting better and better, each year. He might be an MVP candidate this year.
He's good.
Yeah, for sure.
You ever bring him to the gym?
Yeah, he came to the gym and he walked me out when I fought Stanionis.
Oh, yeah. But you ever try to show him? Because basketball players, for some reason, they're so awkward when you bring them into the body. You ever notice that? Like, you see them hit the heavy bag, and it's like they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, for sure. We were supposed to set that up for him to come to the gym and work out and stuff with us. But we didn't get to do it yet, but because he's focusing on, his basketball side. But in the off season, I'll make sure he come down in the summertime and get right, get him some boxing lessons.
By the way, speaking of Philly, Danny Garcia this past weekend.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen he knocked the guy out in the fourth round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice little left hook there.
Yeah,
he still got it.
He still got it. If that was his last fight, that's a great way to go out. In your career as a I feel like he's gonna be a future Hall of Famer in my eyes. He ran through a lot of people. At 140. So I think he fought the top guys at 47. So I think he's a Hall of Famer to me.
Okay, going back to you, I've talked to now Eddie and Oscar about this meeting with DAZN and everyone where they talked about you versus Vergil. And essentially what was said, and I want to get your take on it now, that, hey, we're going to do this fight a couple of weeks ago, the one that you won. You're going to do your fight, and if everything goes well, these two guys are going to fight each other in 2026. That's the agreement. What Eddie said was they went back to you, you signed. You said you were in.
I signed like that.
In. No problems, no questions, nothing.
Nope.
They went back to Vergil. This is what he said. And they were like, we're going to do our fight, and then we're going to revisit this. Is that what you're hearing as well?
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. That's understandable though. You gotta stay on task of what's in front of you. And not overlooking nobody.
But you agreed before your fight.
Yeah, I did, but I still was locked in on Lima. Even when people was asking me about the Ortiz situation, I wouldn't even say nothing about it. I'll be like, October 11th, we focusing on Lima, and that's it. That's our main focus right now. I said, after I'm victorious, he said, and I was like, then we could talk about these other guys and Ortiz and things like that. And so I stayed focused on task in hand, even though I signed before, but I stayed focused on task in hand, and now we here, just here waiting.
If you had the pick of the litter, is he at the top of the list? Is he the top guy
for
that
sure?
You want? Why?
It's too much going back and forth, a lot of talking, and I can't wait. They're gonna see. I ain't even gonna say too much. They're gonna see.
Is it personal between you two?
No, it's not personal, but it's just I see all the little talking that they've been doing, and like I said, let him get through his fight, and we'll see, take it from there.
But Will you go to his fight?
Oh, hopefully we try and see now. I'm gonna talk to Eddie and them actually when I leave here and see what we're gonna do.
Yo, you sitting in the front row there would be something.
Yeah, if I don't go, I'm gonna watch it. But if I do go, I'm gonna be there locked in watching it as well. So, and hopefully, I'm gonna get in there. I'll be able to get in the ring, and whoever win, I'll fight the winner or the champions. But hopefully it's Ortiz.
You want him to win, obviously.
Definitely.
That's the way. I mean, gigantic fight.
I definitely want him to win, but you can't overlook Lubin.
Sure.
He's a crafty guy. He been around for a while. He fought Charlo, he fought Ramos, and he fought a couple top guys. So you can't overlook him. And it's not like he's a bad fighter or anything. He's sharp. He's crafty. It's not a guy you can just overlook. So I think it's a 50-50 fight. For me, or 60-40, maybe leaning more towards Ortiz.
Wow, that close, huh?
Yeah,
damn,
it's a good fight. Yeah, it's a good fight for boxing. And I like it. Like I said, I'm be there. If I go, I'm be there. Watching and keep my eyes on both of them.
No disrespect to Lubin, but the fight that I want to see is you versus Ortiz
for sure.
And I think this is one of the best American fights that can be made
for sure.
And with all due respect to everyone else around the world, I think it has to be in America
for sure.
Right?
It gotta be. I feel like you gotta do this one in the States because everybody want to see it. Everybody go. I think it's a pay-per-view fight and I think everybody will pay to see it, or everybody will come out to come see it wherever it's at, whether it's in Vegas, Madison Square Garden, wherever it's at.
What's your obviously you'd love it in Philly, but I don't think it'll be Philly, right?
No, absolutely.
Okay,
it's not gonna be in Philly. Yeah.
So where is the ideal spot for it? What deserves to host this fight? Which venue in your opinion?
To me, either anywhere in Vegas, so like a T-Mobile Arena,
yeah,
or maybe go old school MGM.
Oh man, I love the MGM.
Or we can go Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
I think Madison Square Garden would be crazy as well. That'd be historic as well. So either one.
there aren't enough big fights at the big MSG.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the theater.
No, I'm
Theater's
talking about
cool.
the big one.
Yes,
I'm talking about the big one. That's why I say I want
big fights.
I always wanted to fight at MSG anyway.
Yeah.
So, I like how it looks in there. It's real.
It's
real
incredible.
nice. When they have fights and stuff in there. So, for me, it would be either the T-Mobile Arena or take it back. We can go MGM, or we can do, Madison Square Garden.
Do you think he would say yes to MSG because that's kind of a home game for you, right? That's so close to Philly.
I mean, I feel like he has a deep fan base. I feel like all his fans and stuff will come. If it was to be in New York, I feel like they all will come. He got a good fan base. I got a good fan base. I feel like it'll make for a great fight. And who don't want to come to New York?
Oh my God. There was a time where MSG was holding all these big fights, and now I feel like, every couple of years when we got Taylor Serrano, prior to that, it was, Brooklyn's cool and all, but we got to go back to the Mecca. The Mecca is the best. I would absolutely love that. In your perfect world as well, he fights November 8th.
Yep.
How soon could we get this fight? You obviously didn't get hurt in your fight, I would imagine, right? 72 seconds?
Yeah.
Unless something happened?
I mean, it depends on how his fight go. If he's in a war, maybe we'll see. Maybe April, March, April. If not, if he make quick work of it, who knows? We could be back in there sooner. So it's all for real. It's all up to how him right now, because he the one that has a fight. Hopefully he doesn't get no cuts, no broken hands or anything, or anything hurt on him. So it's dependent on him at the moment.
The other two options, of course, Sebastian Fundora and I think Xander Zayas.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing is there is some interest from MSG to have you versus Xander Zayas at MSG. Are you hearing this as well?
I'm with whatever. That's what I can't wait.
You want all these guys? I like these options for you.
I'm really about to show y'all. Like I'm about to run through these guys. I'm about to run through these guys and show y'all one by one. Like this 154 really mine, and I'm gonna shut everybody up. I can't wait. I hear the little chatters and all the little talks.
What do you hear? What's bothering you? What are people saying?
It's just little
They're
things.
questioning you?
Yeah, they questioning, and it's cool. And I love it. They not doing nothing but adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
And it's gonna make it worse each and every time for whoever's stepping in the ring with me.
Seeing what Terence did not that long ago, did that give you motivation? Because it feels like for the longest time, people were questioning him, doubting him. He wasn't getting the big opportunities, the big fights. Do you see yourself in his journey a little bit as well?
I mean, I got my own journey. I just, and we just getting started. I accomplished good things at 147. I was lineal champion. Undisputed unified lineal champion at 147. And now we at 54. I have the WBA, interim right now at the moment, but I'm looking to be two-weight division world champion, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna collect all these belts too as well.
I feel like the pot of gold at the end of that rainbow is the Terence fight. Do you think he sticks around long enough to fight you?
I mean, I heard after his last fight, he did like an interview. Somebody asked him a question about him fighting me, and I heard him say he's not gonna fight me.
Why?
Yeah, I guess he said not come back down to 154. So let that man enjoy his victory. He just beat Canelo. The face of boxing. So that makes Canelo. I mean, that makes Crawford the face of boxing at the moment. And he earned the right to fight whoever he want to fight. And yeah.
Were you surprised he looked that good against Canelo? Were you expecting that?
I didn't get to see it. You
didn't watch it?
No, I didn't. Come on. See it. I was in the middle of camp.
I know Netflix. You're eating breakfast. You put it on. No,
I didn't get to see it. I was in the middle of camp, and I think the fight came on like 1 a.m.
Yeah, it did.
And I had 2 workouts that day, so I tried to stay up, but I was tired. And but I mean, like I said, I think he did a great thing for boxing. I seen. He looked good from what I seen from the highlights and things like that. He looked good, and you gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? He a Hall of Famer. What is like 3-weight division?
Yeah.
He jumped from 54. We really could say 47 to 68. And nobody has done that. And he did a great thing for his team and for him and his team.
Do you think he retires?
Like I just said, I feel like he could do whatever he want.
Yeah. Why do you think he doesn't want to fight you?
I mean, I can't really say.
That'd be a huge fight too.
I'm not him. It definitely would be a huge fight for boxing. Everybody always say they want to see it, and I don't know. But like I said, he could do whatever he want. He pick whoever he want, and
sure.
I don't know. I just think like I said, he just do whatever he want.
Would you go up if he said I'll do it at 160 or 168? Would you consider that, or is that too big?
If I go up, I ain't coming back down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to accomplish my goals at 154 for sure, and like. like I said, let me run through these guys. I just want to shut all y'all up and then just make sure. Like,
don't say all y'all, by the way. We're not hating on you.
No, I'm saying.
I know.
I'm saying. Like, I just want to shut everybody up and and letting everybody know that this really my division, and I'm gonna show everybody that I'm really the best in the world.
Do you feel like there's a little bit like you need to put some respect on my name here? Like, do you feel like people the last few fights have gotten away with questioning you, questioning how good you are, your ceiling, and all this stuff, and now it's time to, as the great Roy Jones once said, y'all must have forgot. Now prove to them who you really are.
Roy said, what did he say? He said, they say I ain't fighting nobody. I just make him look like nobody. And that's real rep. I fought Stan Jonas, and leading up to that fight, everybody was like, oh man, I don't know about this fight. Stan Jonas gonna do this. Stan Jonas gonna do that. He too tough. He this, he that. And then when I beat him and I made it easy, everybody was like, he was supposed to do that. So with me, I feel like it don't matter. No matter who I fight, they always gonna say something. Oh, he was supposed to do that, or we already knew he could do this. Like, but it's just they always like kind of like downplaying what I do, and then I got used to it, and now I don't really care. I'm just here to shut everybody up and like run through the division and do what's best for me and my team and my family.
How has it been with Eddie? I believe it's been 4 fights with him, right?
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, when he gets on the microphone in the ring afterwards, because you're kind of a soft-spoken guy, man of a few words, and he cuts those promos. Yeah. WWE, you're a WWE fan, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched it in a while, but
like he's like your Paul Heyman. You know what I mean? If you get what I'm saying, like he'll do the work for you. Do you like that?
Yeah, for sure. All I gotta do is get in the ring. I do the easy part. Yeah, I get in the ring and knock whoever out or look good doing it. I do the easy part. He got the hard part with the talking.
Yeah, but I feel like he does, for someone with your personality, he does a great job because he'll talk the smack on your behalf. And it's not like unwarranted smack, but he's calling everyone out because, you don't want to do it, whatever, that's not your style. You're a perfect match, in my opinion. Yeah. But on the surface, you would think like, oh, man, dude from Philly, guy from Essex, he's a little bit posh, he's got the accent. Like, maybe this wouldn't be a match, but for some reason, it seems to work. Why does it work between you two?
I feel like you just said, like I do talk, but I don't talk as much because that's not my thing. I do my talking in the ring. I do more so my talking in the ring. I'm glad that I have, Eddie to be around to like talk and say this and say that, so I can back him up and then he back me up. And it's like it go hand in hand. Like it all work, hand in hand.
Did you like him at first, or at first you were like, I don't know about this dude?
Eddie was cool.
Yeah,
he was always cool. Yeah, funny guy. I love working with him. Whatever I ask for, they do, or he do, and then, like I said, it's that time. We about to take over this boxing game. Not only the division, but the boxing game. And,
okay.
Like I said, I'm about to prove and show everybody that I'm the best in the world.
I sense the motivation like oozing out of you here, like a bit of a chip on your shoulder. I could feel it. I could see it.
Yeah. I can't wait. I'm ready to shut everybody up, and once I do it, everybody that was saying this and saying that. They're gonna be real sad over these next couple years.
and clearly the belts mean something to you, right?
Sure.
You want to be undisputed champion, unified champion. Can I ask you, because this has been a hot topic as of late, the belts. Zuffa's coming in and they want to create their own belt and make amendments to the Ali Act, trying to get away from the WBCs and the WBAs. How do you feel about that? Eddie been very outspoken about we have to keep the belts. There's history. For sure. Ali held these belts. How do you feel about that?
You got to keep the belts for sure. It's definitely history, and without the belts, without those certain belts, you can't really say you have legacy and things like that. So I feel like you got to keep the belts, and
they're trying to make it like UFC where they have a promotional belt.
Yeah, just one belt.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
At first, back in the day, not back in the day, but when I was like coming up, I'm like it should only be like 1 or 2 belts. But now like actually being in it, it's actually better. Cause then you got something to look forward to, or something to say. Like I beat this champion, that champion, that champion, that champion, all back to back. When you just fight one person and just beat him for the belt, and that's it. It's kind of like corny. It make it like less fun.
Right.
I feel like it's more fun when you got multiple champions.
And the rankings and whatnot.
Yeah. And you got different varieties of different people you could fight. So yeah, I think it's keep the belts, and it'll make better for like legacy for sure.
These amendments to the Ali Act is a very hot topic right now. How do you feel about this? Do you think it should stay as it is, or are you interested? Are you open to changing it?
No, you gotta keep that. You gotta keep that, and that's what's protecting us. So you gotta keep it.
You know, they had a hearing last week, California State Athletic Commission,
Yeah.
and there were no notable boxing people on it to fight on behalf of the boxers, to speak up on behalf of the boxers. And this was alarming to some people. And now so it's moving to the next step, and it might actually get amended.
Oh, yeah, I never even knew nothing about it. See, that's crazy. That's crazy that we didn't have nobody from like the boxing community there.
It was a lot of MMA people speaking.
That's not right. They should redo it or just leave it alone. You know,
You don't see any sort of issues with it. You say keep it status quo. There's full transparency. You get to see the books, right? You get to see what's going on.
Yeah.
A lot of these things are potentially going to go away.
No, they need to keep it the right way. You know, keep the Ali Act. You know.
Do you think that their model could work? The UFC model could work in boxing?
No.
Why not?
I just don't think so. Boxing and UFC, two different things. In boxing, boxers make more money than UFC fighters, so you can't really like put them two like hand in hand like that. I don't think that's a good idea.
And what about that model where it's just like one promotion and you just kind of fight the guys in that promotion and there's no co-promoting?
I like the co-promoting because, like I said, you got multiple different people you can fight, and that's, for example, like in UFC, you could be a champion in UFC, but you can't fight the champion in Bellator.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, perfect example, you couldn't fight Vergil Ortiz.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So, but that's the fight that everybody want to see.
Right.
So, I don't like that. They should definitely have, do the co-promoter thing, co-promotion thing.
It's going to be interesting. Sure. I don't know how much, I know you got blinders on and you're focused on your career.
Yeah, I don't really like try to pay too much attention to like
do you watch the media? Do you read the stuff? Do you look at things or you stay out of it?
Not really, but sometimes when I'm on Instagram or Twitter, you can't do nothing but hope to see it because it's in your face. Like, so sometimes I do see the little things here and there, but all that stuff just be,
You signed with Eddie around the same time that Shakur signed with him. Why do you think it didn't work with Shakur and Eddie?
I'm not sure. I can't really say. I'm not Shakur.
No, I know.
Yeah, I don't know what they had going on.
It just seemed like those were two big signings, American guys, East Coast guys. Like it felt like a huge deal for Matchroom to get two guys of your stature. And it seemed to have worked out great with you, but not so much with him for some reason.
I'm not sure. I can't really, like I said, I can't speak on it. I don't know what they had, type of business they had going on or how they, meshed together, but me and Eddie, we meshed together.
You're
really
happy?
Well. Yeah, I'm good.
Have you guys ever talked about fighting in the UK? Boxing's so popular over there.
That's crazy. We just was talking about it right after my fight.
Okay.
That Sunday morning, we had a little meeting. And we was actually talking about, I told him I wanted to fight in London.
Oh, yeah? I mean, the fans there are insane. Have you been to London?
No, not yet.
Like over there, you're in the car listening to the radio, just sports talk radio, and they talk about soccer and boxing. Like midday, that would never happen here. You would never put on ESPN radio here and they're talking about boxing or MMA. There, it's like 12 o'clock in the afternoon and they're talking about like mid-tier boxing as though we talk about NFL, NBA, MLB here.
Right.
It's crazy. So I think it would be great for you. I think you would get mad love over there.
Yeah, he said that. He said you come to the UK, he said you probably get mobbed. He said they love you over there. So, one day, hopefully I'll go over there this year.
You'd be open to it?
Yeah. I think I'm tripping. My dad has Jack fighting.
Oh, Jack Catterall.
And
yeah, it's coming up on the Ben Eubank card.
Yep, and I think I'm
You're going to go?
I think I'm going to go. Yeah.
How did that happen? Jack coming
To be honest, I don't know. I just one day I just walked in the gym. He was in the gym. I'm like, but
did you know who he was?
Yeah, I know who he was because before he came. I'm gonna say maybe like 5 or 6 months prior to him like coming like recently, and he came and I guess he came and trained a couple times with us, and I don't know. I guess maybe he liked what he saw in my dad and around us, and I guess he was like maybe he wanted to switch trainers. Not sure, but it's actually fun to have him in there. He's a great fighter.
Nice guy, kind of a mild-mannered dude too, quiet guy.
Great guy. I watched him spar yesterday. He looking good.
Yeah?
He looking real good.
That's a big-time card.
Yeah, he picking up that defense real fast. He looking good. Looking strong, too.
So you think you'll go out for that one?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm going to talk to Eddie as well, about...
That's going to be at a soccer stadium. That's a huge deal, 60,000 people.
I heard, yeah. That's why I want to fight it. Is that Wembley?
Hotspur Stadium.
Oh, no, Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah.
Where Wembley?
Wembley is also in London, but bigger. So that
yeah.
one's like 90,000. Hotspur's like 60,000.
I gotta do Wembley one time.
You want the 90,000?
Yeah, for
What's
sure.
the fight? What's the fight?
I don't know. Whoever.
We need like a good British foil. I feel like you need like a British guy.
Don't matter.
A big name.
I would love to fight in the UK for sure though, and I think that'd be it. That's when I know I hit like mega superstar, like for sure.
Do you want to fight in Riyadh too?
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
Not at the top of the list.
No, yeah, I like London though for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you end up with Canelo? That kind of that was big news when we saw you training with him. How did that happen?
Just our teams reaching out to each other, and
Did he reach out to you?
We reached out to him, but I actually used that camp to start my camp.
Okay.
So when I was out there for like maybe like 10 days. So you basically say 2 weeks. So my first 2 weeks at camp was out there, and I really was out there getting in shape for my own fight, and because we was in Truckee, California. You know, the elevation is like 5,800 or something like that up there. So I was actually out there getting in shape, you know, for my own fight, and why not go out there and why not go train with, you know, Canelo and me move up in weight, you know, and go hand to hand.
Yeah. How long were you there for?
Like 10 days.
And how was it?
It was great. You know, I enjoyed I enjoyed Truckee. I enjoyed the weather, the evolution. I didn't really like feel it. I guess because maybe I was already in like some type of shape or something like that, but I didn't feel it. But when I came back home, everything I did was super easy. I'm like, it's crazy. I was running 5 miles in like 30 minutes. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I feel like amazing, you know, and that's something that I think I might do. I think I might take my camp, like my next camp. I might go to like Truckee or like Colorado Springs or somewhere high altitude.
Do you think that you'll continue to train with him, or was it just specific to this fight?
No, that just was just for this fight, you know. And like I said, I used that training camp to, you know, prepare myself for the 154 division. Why not, you know, train with a 68 pounder, you know, and get ready and get right.
Did you guys spar?
Yeah, we sparred like 4 times.
Wow, how many rounds?
Probably we did. The first time we did 5. The first 2 times we did 5, and I think the last 2 times we did 8.
Wow.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 8.
Man, I wish I could have seen that.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
It was good. It was great work. You know.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was great work. I appreciate them. You know, letting me come down and use their facilities to get in shape for my fight, and it was definitely great work.
Is that something that you like to do? See what other people are doing? You know, link up with other guys, or is that unique? Is that just a thing that kind of happened and you prefer staying at home? I know you said that you think you might do this or want to do this, but historically in your career, is that something you've liked to do or no?
That was like you just said. I just wanted to get out my comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know, I always train at home. I was like, I'm gonna just do something different, and I was like I said, and I wanted to do something different, so I went out there and trained out there for, you know, like 10 days, and it was great. You know, I didn't want to be home the first 2 weeks of camp. I just wanted to do something different. Yeah, switch it up and just see different things. I was out there doing stuff that I never did before. I'm out there fishing. I don't even fish when I'm here, like when I'm home. Like it's crazy, out there fishing, just enjoying myself. It was like very like relaxing and like
were you
peaceful.
Fishing with Canelo?
No, I was fishing with my brother.
Okay.
And my cameraman.
Oh wow, your brother came out too.
Yeah, my brother. That's who went with me. Farad went with me. Farad Ennis and my cameraman.
Okay.
Yeah, came out there with me and yeah, it was. I enjoyed myself. It was very relaxing. Just all you do is eat, train, rest, and that's about it. So it was cool. No distractions.
Yeah. I'm happy you're wearing shades, by the way, because the ice is unbelievable. I mean, golly, we have never had anyone with this kind of ice on there. How many necklaces is that? 2 or 3?
It's just 2.
Just 2. Jeez Louise. How much does that weigh, you think?
I don't know. It's
man,
heavy though.
man, oh man. How many diamonds we got on there? How many carats is that?
A lot.
Yo, the bottom one. Oh yeah, there's okay. Look at this.
It's a GBA.
Yo, that is something. Did you get this after the fight?
No, I had this for like.
You had this for a while.
I had this stuff for like 5 years.
Oh, for real?
Like
Time for an
years.
Upgrade then.
Yeah, for sure. As long as it's free though.
Oh, those are free?
No, I said as long as it's free.
Oh yeah. But those aren't free, are they?
No, they wasn't free, you know.
But people, I mean, they probably do want to gift you this stuff, right?
They will now, you know, because now
you're a star.
I'm at a big level now, so
Moses the jeweler. What's that guy's name? Is that his name? The guy on like 42nd Street here in New York. You know this guy?
I don't know who that is.
You don't go to the spots here.
No, I go in Philly.
Okay, yeah.
Philly, yeah.
You can't be messing with those New York guys. They're gonna give you fake stuff, and then people are gonna call you out. I don't know. It's New York Philly thing. I don't know. Do you like getting jewelry? Do you have a lot?
I mean, once you get the jewelry, you just don't really care for it anymore.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I got chains. I got bracelets, watches, and stuff like that. But I don't really care for it anymore. You know, because I've done it. So, I mean, but it is time for a new piece. But am I gonna get one? Probably not. I'd rather like invest it in like a house or something like that. You know.
By the way, for those that don't know, where did Boots come from?
Boots. My original nickname was Boops, Boops, and my mom gave me that nickname. But when I was in the gym, like running around, you know, and my dad was calling me. They thought he was saying boots, like the shoes, and it just stuck. We just stuck with me, and I just kept it as Boots. So, well, my dad just kept it as Boots.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
And it kind of like stuck with me. It's cool though. It's a cool nickname, and yeah.
and did you get into boxing because of your dad?
Yeah, my dad was a former boxer, professional boxer, and then Derek Pooh Ennis and Farada Quiet Storm. Those are my brothers. They was former boxers as well. They was ranked high in the WBC and the IBF, and like they was like 1 and 2. And yeah, you know, so that's how I became, you know, this fighter that I am today. I was always seeing my brothers fight, and they fought on ESPN, they fought on Showtime, they fought on a lot of platforms, and they fought a lot at home too as well. So me seeing them fight as much like that, you know, I wanted to be like them when I got older, and now I'm here.
Did you ever consider something else, or was it always boxing for as long as you can remember as a kid?
It was always boxing, but my mom wanted me to play basketball. So
were you good?
Yeah, I was better back then. Now
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
that's over.
But like, what position were you? Guard?
Back then I was playing shooting guard.
Okay.
I was a lot bigger though.
Okay.
Than the kids, you know, growing up back then. So I played basketball from 9 to like, I'm gonna say like 13, 14, and I just stopped playing. I told my mom, I said, Mom, I can't do this no more. I'm like, it's not as fun as boxing is for me, you know, and she understood that. And then from 14 all the way to now, I just took off with it, you know, and she really be like, wow, you really like, you really nice.
You really
with
did
boxing.
it.
Like,
Yeah.
Like,
Did she not want you to go into boxing because she didn't want to see her baby boy get beat up?
No, she's
been around it, right?
Been around it.
Yeah.
My dad was a boxer.
Yeah.
Both my brothers was boxers. She was like, all right, it's like basically like it's time for something else. Like,
Okay.
I'm like, she don't really like care for boxing, but now like my mom be locked in with boxing now because where I'm at today, and she loved watching me fight, and I love.
She
her.
go to all your fights?
Yeah, she be front row.
Okay.
Every time I come back to the corner, I see her.
Did she say anything?
No, she be sitting there chilling.
Okay.
She don't be nervous or nothing because she know that I put the work in. Same thing with my brothers or anybody that's around me. They don't be nervous because they know I put the work in. I don't cut no corners. I don't none of that. You know, I lock in and I be full throttle on just, you know, trying to be as focused as possible and making the job happen, and that's winning and coming out victorious.
By the way, you mentioned Showtime. I feel like we got introduced to you really on Showtime.
Yeah.
Did you miss Showtime?
I mean,
Or is that-
Showtime going, right?
Yeah, it's
No more?
gone. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was happy to be able to fight on, you know, that platform before it went away. I always wanted to fight on HBO, but HBO going too.
Yeah.
But, you know,
It's a different time.
It's a different time now. Yeah, everything on the app now. You know, but I'm grateful for, you know, for the zone. I'm in Medroom, and I'm glad to, you know, have them backing me, and it's time to make these big fights.
Yeah. And do you feel like right now, Terence is obviously, you could say, the face of boxing, certainly the face of American boxing, right? Is that a goal of yours? Do you want to be viewed as the guy in America? Do you want everyone to say like that's the face of American boxing? Do you think of those things?
I'm definitely gonna be the face of boxing. I already know I'm the face of boxing. It's just a matter of time. You know, like I said, y'all gonna see. I'm gonna pluck them off one by one.
What do you think? Next year, how many fights?
Next year,
what's the goal?
Probably 2. You know,
Vergil, first half.
Yeah, and then one of them belts, and then
who do you think? Who would be next?
I don't know, whoever is going to accept this to fight me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm on right now. Like I said, I'm gonna knock them down one by one, and they gonna see, and I'm gonna slowly take over this boxing game and show the world that I'm the best in the world, and I'm the face of boxing. Just one fight at a time.
Do you think when it's all said and done, you remain at 154?
No.
Okay. Wow. You said that fast. Where do you think you end up?
I'm gonna probably end up maybe 68.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow.
Maybe.
If only there was a really big name fighter at 68. You can. Do you think you get there in time? That would be something.
We'll see.
68 is a big jump.
It's a big jump, but like I said, I'm gonna handle business at 54. You know, run through these guys, and then 60, and then maybe 68. You know,
Okay.
68 for sure.
How long do you want to go for? Like, have you thought about, I want to be done at X year, like X age? Do you think about that sort of thing?
Right now, I'm just going.
You're going.
I'm just going. I'm locked in. I feel like I'm in my prime. So
I feel like there's a different energy about you right now.
yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. But you know,
ready.
also, like, I don't know if you remember, we've talked once before on the show, but you were on via Zoom.
Yeah.
Like, it was sort of around the time that you were going to fight, and you weren't smiling and stuff. And I know that you're locked in, you're cutting weight, but like now there's a whole different aura about you right now, I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying?
Just stay tuned.
Something about less weight, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, being cut, more weight on you.
Yeah.
And I feel like you've had enough of all the shit talking.
Yeah, it's over. It's over for everybody.
That's it. Wow.
I'm just tired of the talking, and they gonna see.
How does it go? You and Vergil, how does it go?
However I want.
What do you think? Well, like, how long do you think it goes?
However I want. That's how I feel. Like, hey, everybody gonna see that I'm really like one of them ones, and everybody really gonna see that I'm one of the ones, and I'm gonna show y'all. Like, y'all, I really
can't wait.
I can't wait, and I can't even like explain it. I'm just gonna have to show y'all. I don't even really want to talk about it.
I got you. I got you.
I just want to show y'all because it just.
One more I want to ask you about Jake Paul, Gervonta Davis. Everyone has a take on this, on this fight happening. How do you feel about it?
I mean, I feel like it's good for boxing.
Okay.
At first, I thought Jake was like kind of like trying to like play the sport or whatever, but I feel like Jake really be taking boxing serious. He goes through full camps and things like that, and he has a big following. So I feel like he bringing different eyes to boxing and things like that. So I feel like it's good for boxing, and then with the Tank situation, why not? I feel like Tank one of the faces of boxing too as well. So
sure,
you know, so why not? You know, and why not have a money grab? And I know that Tank want to retire, so if he want to retire that way, you know, making millions, so be it.
The retort would be there's such a big weight discrepancy there, right? That's what some people.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Tank probably spar like heavyweights or light heavyweights and things like that.
Damn,
so
really?
It's probably nothing that he never seen before. I'm pretty sure Jake never fought nobody that little.
No, it's good. So that's the fascinating part about it.
I feel like it's more so harder for Jake to fight a smaller guy like that because he's gonna be a lot faster. And
he's never fought anyone as skilled as him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, weight aside, right?
Yeah.
Who do you think wins?
I mean, Tank should win. Tank probably should knock him out.
Oh wow, really?
But I don't know.
I think he knocks out a guy that big. That'd be insane.
Yeah.
Does that end the Jake Paul thing in your opinion if he knocks him out?
No.
No?
I feel like he's gonna continue to keep boxing and keep fighting these. He gonna keep fighting either older fighters or like MMA fighters or like something around those lines. And I don't know, he possibly could win a like a little major, like small title later on down the line.
Yeah, he was ranked, I think, in the WBA, and everyone got mad about it. You know, in the top 15.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, as a cruiserweight though.
Oh yeah.
Cruiserweight's kind of the more shallow division, but everyone got pissed about it.
I mean, he gonna bring eyes to the cruiserweight division. You know, you don't really hear too many people talk about the cruiserweight division, so why not? You know, I know people probably think like how he just come in and just take over, like not take over boxing, but how he just come in and jump in and make all this money. But I feel like it's pros and cons to it. You know, he came in here. Yeah, we all been boxing since we've been little, and we've been doing it since we was babies and fought through the amateurs and all that stuff and things like that. But I feel like I said, I feel like he bringing eyes to the boxing game and having like the younger kids that follow him and things like that. They bringing their eyes to the boxing game for sure. So I'm with it. I'm all for it. You know, at first I wasn't, but I am now.
Okay. Yeah. I love it. Well, this has been great. By the way, what's the McDonald's order? I heard you have a very unique order that you want. You think could blow up. Maybe getting a McDonald's endorsement.
Yeah, I need McDonald's to come sponsor me for sure.
What is the order?
The CBG order. You gotta get 2 McChickens with cheese. Add the mac sauce. You gotta get a large fry and a large Coke or a Sprite.
2 of them.
Yeah.
2 McChickens.
Yeah.
That's out of camp.
That's out of camp.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Or maybe as a 154 pounder, you can do it from time to time.
Who knows? Who knows?
Wow.
I might sneak one here and there.
Man, but that would be something. Boots with the McDonald's sponsorship?
Yeah, McDonald's, come holler at me.
Okay. All right. Well,
Boots
maybe now that we put it out there. Thank you so much for coming in. Really appreciate it. And congrats on the big win.
Thank you.
And I would love to see you there November 8th. That would be great. Front row, just looking at Vergil and his team over there, just kind of stalking your prey. That would be a scene.
For sure. You know, hopefully we there. Hopefully get in the ring too as well. So.
Oh, afterwards.
Yeah.
That would be something. You and Eddie pulling up over there?
Yeah, me and Eddie.
Yeah, I would love that.
I'm gonna talk to Eddie when I get off. When I'm here. So yeah.
All right, cool. Well, thank you so much. Congrats. We're gonna take a quick break. Say goodbye to Boots. Be back with Andy Foster. A lot to get in with him about. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this. Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.